Hey everyone, welcome into Siren Records Monterey. It's Fresh Catch Friday. And if you haven't been here before, this is where we talk about new releases and reissues that came out today on Friday. And if you like new vinyl or you're interested to know about what's coming out, obviously there's so many things that come out that we can only give you like a selection. But if you love that sort of thing, I highly suggest you click that subscribe button and follow along. I always post the list of product right in the comments section right below so that you can kind of follow along. And if they get lengthy sometimes, so you can, that lets you speed ahead because we kind of go in a bit of an alphabetical order. Okay, so anyway, let's start out though with picks of the week. Now my pick for you, I am so thrilled to show you this today. This is My Morning Jacket. It's self-titled, and these are my boys. If you've been watching, you know I love this band. So this is their 9th studio album, but they haven't really put out any new music in 6 years. When a while back the Waterfall 2 got released, that was still stuff that was from the vault from the 2015 sessions, and it was like the companion piece for Waterfall 1. And people were kind of thinking, they wondered if they were going to be a band or if they were going to record or do anything. And it was also the 20th anniversary of the Tennessee Fire, which was their first offering. And a handful of shows they played to, commemorate that. And just, the kind of magic happened all over again. So got them in the studio. But the nice thing was they had no outside influences this time. It was just them in a studio without, it was like this is recorded and produced by Jim James, and just bringing songs together, ideas that he had. He is their chief songwriter, and showing them what he had, and they all add so much to it every time. There's almost every player in My Morning Jacket. They're an integral part of the whole process. So usually back in the day he would really go into these elaborate demos, but this time totally pared down, and they made this beautiful creation. And it is very uncomplicated songs of like longing for compassion and human connection in the world. That's sort of very typical of Jim James' lyrics on his solo stuff. And in My Morning Jacket, it's always lamenting the state of the world. But sometimes if other people were singing it, it would just kind of fall flat. But the way that he bends his voice around it just completely lends itself to how emotional response from you, how great it is. So but there's always positive energy with these things. It's never like gloom and doom. There's always something. There's a song here, Lucky to Be Alive. It's got this amazing dueling guitar work that goes on in that particular track. Then there's a song in Color that's kind of really got this heavy Neil Young Crazy Horse kind of fretboarding that you'll recognize if you're into that too. I could just sit here and go on track by track by track, but we have so much to get through today. Just trust me on this one. They're back as a band. They're very cohesive. They sound so great doing this fresh new material, and I'm super happy with this record. It's really very blissful halfway point between some of kind of the slick production that's gone on before, and then those old slow burn jam band offerings that from the early days. So really, really great. You will enjoy it, and it's a double. It comes on crystal clear vinyl or the indie exclusive, which is a yellow vinyl with kind of orange splatter. They're saying splatter, but it's more like these dots, those kind of ghosting little dots. But anyway, you can get it in either way, and highly worth your while, okay? And it does, both of those versions do have a download code as well. Okay, but my second pick of the week for you is going to be Parquet Courts, and this is Sympathy for Life. This is on Rough Trade, and this is their 7th studio album. They're an American rock band. This was preceded by some singles, so you'll be familiar with a couple of the tracks on here already. The vast majority of this album was written and recorded before the COVID-19 pandemic. They were working on long improvised compositions before arranging them into songs that were influenced by clubbing and nightlife. They got the two chief songwriters in this band kind of were getting real involved in dance music and just kind of, a little maybe fed up with kind of the indie, always a struggle for street cred and this kind of stuff. And they just wanted to do something a little bit lighter, a little bit easier. And the album opener and lead single is called Walking at a Downtown Pace, and it's like classic Parquet Courts at their finest. You will, instantly have that from them. But then the album takes on this hypnotic quality. From there on, influences from the likes of like Talking Heads and Primal Scream, and they're really, you can tell those, especially on the tracks like Plant Life, and it kind of has this production that's a lot like Primal Scream, you'll see. And there's a little nod to Kraftwerk. Some people, you think you might miss the band's more direct approach, but if you get into this, you'll see that they can still really rock out. They have a deluxe special edition first pressing, and that's the one I have in my hand here. It'll say on the sticker, it'll tell you. And this one has, that thing that they call the tip-on jacket. This right here, it's much heavier. It's got a little bit of a raised kind of texture. And this back here is an actual sticker, whereas on the regular version, it's just printed on the sleeve. So with this deluxe version, it is an actual sticker that you get. And there's actually a booklet in here too. It's just got the little bit of extras. That's the first pressing deluxe edition. Okay, so now let's get to our very lengthy list. Like I said, don't shoot the messenger. I'm just telling you what we got. But if you want to skip ahead, like I said, consult that list down below and you can kind of see where we're at alphabetically. And I'm just going to try to keep it very short and sweet with all of these, but let's get into it. Okay, the first one here, this is Gary Allan, Ruthless. This is on EMI Nashville. It's his first studio album in over 8 years. People have been waiting for that. Okay, then we have the Allman Brothers, Bears Sonic Journals, Fillmore East in 1970, and it's on pink vinyl, 2 LPs. It's part of that series that is 10 Bands, One Cause limited pink vinyl, a little campaign that they run. This is Allman Brothers Band Recording Company is the label. So this was released on CD in 1996, and it was soon out of print, very soon after that. But anyway, you can get it now. It's a live record, and kind of at the height of their popularity, I guess you could say. Okay, this is Artillery. This is By Inheritance, and it's on Real Gone Music. This is the third studio album. They're a Danish thrash metal band, and this is on blue with red splatter. All right, next up, this is Atmosphere, and it's the Family Sign plus a 7-inch, 2 LPs. This is on Rhymesayers, and this was repackaged and repressed on double vinyl for its 10th anniversary. It's got 2 bonus tracks, and it's also got a 7-inch with 2 more extra tracks from those same recording sessions. So, Atmosphere. All right, then we have Black Marble, Fast Idol, and this is on Sacred Bones. They're kind of a band that is like rewriting 80s synthwave. It's a composite of like their influences is a good way to say it. They've got that kind of New Order OMD sort of vibe from 80s kind of synthy pop stuff. This is on limited gold nugget vinyl, and this is the way that you tell. It says it right there in the little bar. And this is the regular one. You won't see any kind of colored bar, and it comes with a digital download. Okay, both of them do. And it is also available on cassette. Okay, so you can get those. All right, this is Dean Blunt, right? Yeah, Dean Blunt. This is Black Metal 2 on Rough Trade. And this is a sequel to 2014's Black Metal. This is like the clearest he's ever sounded and his most accessible and approachable music to date. He can be kind of a weirdo in interviews and sort of very standoffish and hard to get to know what he's about. But anyway, like this time, this music is very user friendly, should we say? I don't know. All right, this here is Boy Scouts Wayfinder. This is on crystal clear vinyl, and it is through Anti-Records. She's an Oakland-based songwriter, Taylor Vick, and her themes are like love, death, and day-to-day suffering. It's another, that type of artist. You guys know what I mean. We've talked about this before. That is limited edition crystal vinyl, crystal clear. All right, this is Felix Cartal, Expensive Sounds for Nice People, on white vinyl. This is on the Fontana North Physical Presents label. This is just, he's a Vancouver-based producer, and I don't really know much about him, but that's who he is. Okay, next up, this little beauty here. Kind of hard not to make this a pick, but because it's like a full-on thing, this is Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds, and this is B-Sides and Rarities, and this is part 1 and part 2. It's 7 LPs over this box here, this lovely collection, and then you can also get it. This is part 2. Don't fall over. Part 2. And that's a double vinyl. Yeah, 2 LPs. Okay, so this is from Mute, and this is spanning a full 21-year career of this band. This is material that's been either deleted or featured on soundtracks or never been officially released. Mick Harvey, who's been, in the Bad Seeds and with Nick since the Boys Next Door days, he kind of curated this collection. So that's kind of good that at least it was like somebody firsthand knowledge that knew the good stuff. But anyway, anything that you could want, these rarities and B-sides, and this is so expanded in this lovely box set. And parts 1 and 2, 7 LPs on 180 gram black vinyl. Yay for black vinyl! Exclusive sleeve notes by Sean O'Hagan. And this one is also on 180 gram black vinyl. So yeah, no colors for Nick. They're not messing around. They're going for the straight OG black vinyl, which is a nice thing. Let's see. Okay, now we have okay. Circuit de You, and it's all IO is the name of it. It's on Thrill Jockey, and this is they're based in Chicago, deals with the complexity of human emotions juxtaposing tenderness and grief, ecstasy and horror, etc. Things like that. It's more of that sort of stuff. And there's an awful lot of that. It's almost, again, because of people being shut in from the pandemic, they had a lot of time to do some deep thinking. Okay, then we have Jarvis Cocker, Chanson d'ennui. Chanson d'ennui. This is Tip Top on Abco, companion piece to the Wes Anderson film in the French. Okay, there's a Wes Anderson film called The French Dispatch. This is the companion piece to that. It interprets material that's been made popular by people like Francois Hardy, Serge Gainsborough, and Brigitte Bardot, all sung by Jarvis Cocker with his stamp on it. And yeah, it's all inspired by Wes Anderson's The French Dispatch. Okay? I like Jarvis Cocker that he does different stuff all the time. He's not afraid to try something new. Kind of cool. All right, this is John Coltrane, A Love Supreme Live. This is on Impulse, and this is newly discovered recording, and it's like just a prime seat for a piece of magical, music history. So this is pretty amazing, and apparently he didn't do this all that often, I was told, and it's a real treat to have it now, these recordings rediscovered and put out on vinyl for us. So that's a cool thing. All right, now this one is the band Come. It's called Don't Ask, Don't Tell. The 2 LPs on Fire Records. This is a reissue. It's been remastered and expanded, and this edition includes like wrong sides. It's an additional album's worth of B-sides and unreleased tracks. It's got new artwork and fresh liner notes by the band too. And I think this, I want to say, originally came out in 1994. Yeah, 1994. They released a hypnotic, intense, and emotional masterpiece. And so there you go. It does include the high quality download as well. Okay. Next up, this is, okay, wait a minute. All right, this is cassette only right now. Cradle of Filth, Existence is Futile. It's on a red cassette. And this is it's on Nuclear Blast, and it's the 13th studio LP from this British extreme metal band. They have a new keyboardist apparently, and new backing vocalist. I imagine the vinyl is soon to follow, but for right now, it's cassette. All right. Then we have well, it's the DBs, but I don't see it in my pile. I wonder why that is. Well, the DBs are out today. Sometimes there's always just something missing because I don't collect all the albums myself, and if they miss it, it's not here. Anyway, it's called, I know it's sort of blue. Let me just see if it made it down here. No, that's not it either. Shoot. Okay, well, anyway, I thought you wanted to know, and it's 1978 to 81. It's on green vinyl, 2 LPs on Propeller Sound Recordings. It's 23 tracks remastered, early singles, demos, live recordings, and an 8-page full-color booklet. And we do have it. It's just not in the pile. Okay. Then also on only cassette right now, this is Lana Del Rey, Blue Banisters. Another one that's on a red cassette. Okay. Now, this the vinyl on this has been pushed back to November 12th, so it'll be following. For this one, it's her 8th studio LP, and instead of Jack Antonoff, you know, he's that mega popular producer that does Taylor Swift and Lorde and, you know, that kind of thing, and Lana Del Rey. But this time, instead of using him, she collaborated and invited a multitude of producers to contribute on this. So maybe it was a good thing to, you know, stretch herself in a different direction as well. But anyway, yeah, vinyl, November 12th. Next up, this is Dinner, Dreamwork. This is on captured tracks, and this is white vinyl. You know, they're synth and guitar laden indie pop. Anders Redden is the mastermind behind this, and he's like a Danish multi-instrumentalist. This is limited to 1,000 copies because on captured tracks they do that. And so after a 4-year hiatus exploring ambient and meditation music, he's back here, okay? So, Dinner, you can get that. Okay, then this is a new album by Duran Duran. It's called Future Past, and you can get this on red vinyl or white vinyl. It's through BMG Rights Management. It's a highly anticipated 15th studio album from Duran Duran. They have special guest Graham Coxon of Blur playing guitar on this, and Mark Garson from David Bowie's band on piano, and guest vocals from Licky Lee, a few other little things. So yeah, interesting that they have that. Oh, and Tuvalu, she's also guest vocalist on Give It All Up on this. So they do have some guests and some nice surprises going on there. So this one is Efterklang. It's called Wildflowers, and it's on City Slang. This is experimental electronic and like kind of, you know, emotional chamber music. There's these flowers that in the spring they bloom, and they're all over the, you know, ground apparently in Denmark, and so they symbolize hope and change, and sort of that was you know, the reason for that. I don't know why there's a lot of Danish artists that we've got. But anyway, it comes a couple of different ways. Again, if you come in, you got to check the stickers. That's what's the information is going to be there for you. We've got the clear vinyl or the regular black vinyl on that. All right, so kind of chamber pop stuff if you're not familiar with them. Okay, then we have Etherwood, Neon Dust. Now this is 3 LPs. It's on Hospital Records. This guy's known for like drum and bass aficionado, and very masterful at those two in rhythm section type instruments, and he sings as well. But this is his 4th LP, but his first for Hospital Records. Okay. And it's just a fusion of folk rock, indie pop, techno, ambient. It's like very, very delightful stuff. But it is a 3 LP, so it's going to be a lot of listening. This one here. Okay, this is Every Time I Die. Radical. This is on Epitaph. It's on lime-colored vinyl. So this is a Buffalo, New York band. This is their 9th studio album. They're a very loud, raucous rock outfit, and very chaotic, passionate, malcontent, very full of energy, but very charismatic as well. So that's here for you now too. And it looks to me like it's got a side A, B, and C. So I'm wondering if it says it's limited edition colored vinyl, but I'm wondering if it's etched or something. I don't know. I don't have any information on that, but it just says opaque lime. But as you can see, it's only side A, B, and C. So where's side D? We don't know. All right. All right, this is Ella Fitzgerald, Wishes You a Swingin' Christmas. This is through Verve on 180 gram. This was originally recorded in 1960. Okay, so this is a acoustic sound series that Verve came out with, and it's transfers from analog tapes and remastered 180 gram deluxe gatefold is what that is. That's wonderful cover art there too. But anyway, she does all the Christmas classics on here: Jingle Bells, Santa Claus is Coming to Town, Sleigh Ride, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Frosty the Snowman, White Christmas, all that kind of stuff. So Ella, she's got it down for you. Your Christmas is covered. All right, next we have Gelato Negro, Farin, double LP on 4AD, and this is his first on 4AD, 7th in his full-length of albums catalog. It's like celestial lullabies kind of thing. Synths, string arrangements, light drums. You can picture this being perfect for 4AD. Anyway, that is available now too. I'm really trying to go as fast as I can here because I just know we have a lot to get through. Okay, this one here is hane. I'm going to call this hane, Honne. I'm not positive that that's how you say it. Let's just say the world ended a week. What is it? It's got this big long title. Let's just say the world ended a week from now. What would you do? That's what the actual title of it is. And it's on Atlantic. They're a London-based electronic pop duo, and this is on clear vinyl. Then we have John Hopkins, Insides. This is on Double Six Records. His 3rd studio LP. He's an English musician and producer. This was originally released in 2009. It's, again, more electronic music, and this here is on green vinyl. And, yeah, limited edition, but I don't know how many. Next up, we have Freddy Hubbard, Ready for Freddy. And this is on Blue Note. This was originally recorded in 1962. He's a trumpeter, and this is remastered in 2003 with 2 alternate takes, and I believe that's on here too. This is the audiophile vinyl reissues from the finest in jazz since 1939. Mastered from the original analog tapes. Okay, 180 gram vinyl. Blue Note Classic Series. All right. Then we have, this is Carole King and James Taylor, Live at the Troubadour. This was originally released in 2010. It's a live set from the Troubadour in Los Angeles, and it was celebrating the venue's 50th anniversary. The thing is also, this was the first venue that these two played together in 1970. So that was like a little nostalgia for them too. But it's the first time on vinyl. It's got You've Got a Friend, Fire and Rain, I Feel the Earth Move, all that kind of stuff. It's on 180 gram vinyl. Okay. This one is Lalala's, self-titled. This is on Hardly Art. This is an American all-female band that founded in 2012. And they have this kind of emotional intimacy to their music that's mysteries of the natural world and magic of human chemistry. This is on orange vinyl for you. We like Hardly Art. That is a very great run label. And it's the first run is on colored vinyl for them. So in this case, orange. And then they'll go to black. All right. This is Lightning Bolt, Hyper Magic Mountain, and this is on Load Records. It's the 4th studio album, and they're a noise rock outfit. This was originally released in 2005, and this is coming to you on clear and pink vinyl. Now we have the Marias, Super Clean Volume 1 and 2. And this is on the Super Clean label, formed in LA in the late 2016. They're like jazz percussion, hypnotic guitar, smoky vocals, fusion of jazz, psychedelia, funk, and lounge music. And this one is on red vinyl. It was, around a little while ago, and then I guess it went out of print, but they're bringing it back on red vinyl now. That's technically, it's like a reissue. Okay, then I'm just only going to say this in passing. We got so few of these, and so there's no point in talking about it a lot. They're going to be gone in a minute, but we got only 4 of these. Paul McCartney. If you get the last couple of remaining ones, this is McCartney 3, you got to come and buy it in the store. We're not selling this online at all. And anyway, it's here, but it's probably just as good as gone. We ordered quite a lot more than what we got, but it's just how these things go. All right, next up, there is going to be Pat Metheny, Side Eye, New York City, Volume 1. 2 LPs on Modern Recordings. So he's hosting a platform to feature a rotating cast of newer generations of musicians who've kind of caught his interest. Pat Metheny, jazz guitar player, growing up in Kansas, he kind of really appreciated when people kind of gave him a little turn to, showcase his talent, kind of got him to where he was going to be. So, he's kind of doing the same thing there. He's got up-and-comers, new talent there. Okay, now we have NoFX, Ribbed. This is the 30th anniversary of this on Epitaph, originally released in 1991. It's on red and black vinyl. Next up is a couple of Pere Ubu reissues. The first one here is Pennsylvania. This is through Cooking Vinyl. It's on light blue vinyl. It was released in 1998. It's kind of a loose concept album about geography and traveling and road trips, that sort of thing. And then we have St. Arkansas. This is through Spin Art Records, originally released in 2002. It's their 12th studio album, and this one is on dark blue vinyl. Right. Then we have Pondnine. This is on black or Coke bottle. It's on the, what label is that? Spinning Top Records. And it's the 9th studio album. And they're like a psychedelic band from Australia. So Coke bottle or black. Again, probably read the labeling on the outside. If you come in or ask one of the guys to help you, they'll steer you in the right way. This is a beautiful thing here. This is the replacements. Sorry, Ma, forgot to take out the trash. This is an LP plus 4 CDs on this deluxe version. It's through Rhino. It's been remastered and expanded. This was their debut on Twin Tone in 1981, and this is the 40th anniversary. So there's 100 tracks in this thing. 67 never been released. So let me see if the sticker gives you a little more information. 40th anniversary limited edition set, 100 tracks on 1 LP and 4 CDs. Newly remastered original album, previously unissued material including rare demos and studio tracks, previously unreleased live show from 1981 featuring the original lineup, and it's a book filled with rare photos, memorabilia, liner notes from Grammy Award winning Matt's biographer Bob Mayer, plus a new alternative version of Sorry Ma on vinyl. So wow, you get a lot in this, but who doesn't love the replacements? What a great band they were. So that's a very, very cool item. See, a lot of this stuff like could have been picks of the week, you know. It's like there's a lot of good stuff out. All right. Now it's the 40th anniversary, believe it or not, of the Rolling Stones' Tattoo You. So this is the anniversary LP for this. Okay, so you've got it a few different ways. You've got it on 180 gram plus 9, and that's it's on Interscope, just so you know. But anyway, 40-year anniversary. All right, so you've got it. It includes a brand new 2021 remaster of Tattoo You. So that's one way to get it. All right. The next way is brand new 2021 remaster and Lost and Found, which are 9 previously unreleased tracks. So there's that version too. And they all still have, you know, the back cover with Keith, and, you know, it's all the packaging is the same. But now, here's your big boy. And it's got this great lenticular cover. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? And this one has 40th anniversary super deluxe edition, 5 LP set, heavyweight 180 gram vinyl, brand new 2021 remaster, Lost and Found, 9 previously unreleased tracks. It's a triple LP of Still Life live at Wembley Stadium in 1982, and a 124-page hardback book featuring over 180 rare photos from recording sessions and world tour interviews with producer Chris Kimsey and photographer Hubert Kretschmar. I hope I didn't butcher that guy's name too badly. But anyway, really nice. That's here for you. Now we have, what is this? Okay. Cedar Wasteland, the Purgatory. This is on Fantasy. New 5-track EP. Is this right? Yep. Okay, it's a new 5-track EP. 3 never before heard tracks, an alternate take of Wasteland, and the original version is what you get here. And it says it's on translucent red and smoky black swirl vinyl. So you got that too. Okay. Now, I'm just going to see what it says on the stickers, because this is like now a bunch of soundtracks, and I just thought, okay, you know, you pretty much know what it is. This one, Donnie Darko. This is music from the original motion picture score. It includes Mad World featuring Gary Jules. It's the 20th anniversary. It's on metallic silver 180 gram vinyl, and there's a download card included. All right, that's for Donnie Darko. Then we have, these are pretty cool actually, a couple of these. This is Dracula versus Frankenstein, music and composed and conducted by William Lava. So this is, look at this great cover art. That's what this one is about. And it says that it's an unnerving soundtrack to producer Sam Sherman's 1971 B-movie classic. It's the 50th anniversary edition of this. and includes a poster of the front cover art, which is great. That's so cool. And limited to 1,000 copies, and it's orange pumpkin is the color of the pressing. There we go. That's worth the price of admission. And this one also, amazing. This is the original motion picture soundtrack to Mad Doctor of Blood Island. I mean, is this not just the best? I love that. It's the music composed and conducted by Tito Arevalo. All right. And this one is Tito Arevallo's Horror Exotica soundtrack to producer Sam Sherman's 1969 B-movie classic. Now this says it includes a poster of the front cover art. The vinyl is limited to 1,000 copies, and it's on green chlorophyll blood colored vinyl, whatever that means. I imagine it's kind of something like this gentleman's jacket there. So anyway, terrific stuff. Love those. This is music from the motion picture. What? The stickers over it. Gimme Danger? Yeah. Oh, it's right here in front of my face on the front of the album cover. It's getting late. Okay, this is a film by Jim Jarmusch, and it's the story of the Stooges. So yes, Give Me Danger. And this is part of the Rocktober series through what, Rhino, isn't it? Yeah. Soundtrack to the critically acclaimed documentary featuring 4 super rare LP tracks. It's a limited edition ultra clear vinyl. So there's that. Okay, then this is the soundtrack to the movie Heavy Metal. And this is on 140 gram red vinyl. This is also part of that Rocktober series. And this classic 80s soundtrack, limited edition red. It's got Black Sabbath, The Mob Rules, Cheap Trick, I Must Be Dreamin', Sammy Hagar, Heavy Metal. But I think that there was also a thing on here, I want to say, that attracted people. This Stevie Nicks song, Blue Lamp. Apparently it's like one of the only ways to get that. So anyway, that's back on vinyl, available now. All right, then this, I know we've seen this before, Spirit Box, and this is called Eternal Blue. And the reason that we're talking about it is because it's come out again on blue vinyl. It's on Rise Records. It was this debut studio album by this Canadian heavy metal band, but I know we've talked about it before, but now blue vinyl if you want it. Okay, next up is Spiritualized, and this is Let It Come Down. This is on Fat Possum, and it's cream colored vinyl. It's the 4th album from 2001. It was recorded and produced at Abbey Road and AIR Studios, very famous in London. So yeah, that's back. And then another reissue of Superchunk, Here's to Shutting Up. It's got an LP and a CD and a digital download. It's on Merge Records. It's from the way that they did this was there was no demos or anything. They just came in and built this record up from scratch. So there was no concepts or anything. It was just them playing instrumental music and just building the album from there, which is kind of a great concept. It's the eighth studio album. It was originally released in 2001. Okay, now this one is another. See, there's a lot of good stuff out this week. This one is, there's a Ways Blood, Titanic Rising on rainbow vinyl, but I don't see it here. Anyway, Ways Blood. And you know what? That last time when something flipped my microphone, I hope the sound hasn't been like, terrible. But anyway, okay, Ways Blood, it is out. It's Titanic Rising. It's on Sub Pop, the 4th studio album, that reissue of that, and it was produced by Jonathan Ratto from, Foxygen and many more things. He's a great producer now, along with her. Her name is Natalie Mering, and she goes under Ways Blood, but they produced that together. All right, so anyway, now we have the White Stripes, White Blood Cells reissue. It's the anniversary of this. It's on 180 gram. It was originally from 2001. It's their third studio album. American rock duo everybody knows, Jack White, Meg White. You can get this on the regular 180 gram or on peppermint vinyl, which is red and white swirl. Limited edition peppermint pinwheel colored vinyl. So that sounds really nice too. But anyway, this is going to go. So I think if you want that, you should probably be here with your nose in the door right when it opens, because that is another one that is just going to fly. All right, then we have Y Oak, Civilian, and Cut All the Wires. This is from Merge Records, and this was released 10 years ago, but now it delves back into that pivotal record, and it also adds a lost LP of unreleased tracks and demos to it. It's on green swirl vinyl, and important piece to a lot of people. Okay, then this one is XENO. Is that Zeno and Oaklander. And it's video, like VI/DEO. Also on green vinyl through Deus, and this is the 7th full length, and it's just, very noir synth pop. The sticker says what? Minimal Wave Legends. Minimal Wave? That's a genre? Okay. It's their 7th album. Further distills their iconic synth pop into a streamlined suite of gleaming, graceful retro fusion. Edition of 400 on green vinyl, download card also. Okay, then we have Young Gun Silver Fox, and this is called Canyons. This is on the Leger Recordings label, 3rd LP. This is all on red vinyl, they're saying, and it's summertime grooves, strong melodies, really good musicianship. I think that older guys, but very seasoned professionals, and pressed at Gotta Groove Records. It includes a download card. It is the indie exclusive. I believe it's an edition of 1,250. Division of Coal Mine Records. All right. So that one is called Canyons. That's everything for now. I'm hoping that you found something interesting. I think you should really get that My Morning Jacket album and that Parquet Courts record. They're both just outstanding, but as you could tell, there is a lot of good stuff that came out today. So trying to keep it short and sweet. Please subscribe, hit the bell, get notified about new uploads every Friday. Check the list down below if you need to skip ahead and hear about anything that hopefully we can give you some information about. I will see you next time. Have a great weekend.